Hey guys, what's up? It's Winnie here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a foundation review for you. It's been a minute since I've done one of these, but I recently attended a Makeup Forever event here in Dallas, and they introduced us to their new Matte Velvet Skin Foundation. They also did a demo of how best to apply the foundation, what the foundation does and all that. And I also got shade matched, so I wanted to do a little review for you guys and show you how it looks on the skin and how it wears. I'm in the shade Y305. So first let me give you some info about the foundation. It's their new full coverage 24-hour wear foundation, and it's supposed to be their new generation matte finish where it gives you shine control, but it looks like your skin. It doesn't look cakey and heavy, and it says this foundation has their unique Flexi Fit complex in it, which makes it full coverage, lightweight, and oil free. And it's supposed to move and be flexible with your skin. You know, throughout the day you're making all kinds of facial expressions, your skin is moving. And I have their product card here. It does come in 40 shades. I'm going to show you what that kind of looks like across the board. And just to show you guys again, this is what the packaging looks like. You get 1 fluid ounce of foundation. It retails for $38. And as much as I like a pump and like fancy bottles, I actually really prefer this type of packaging because it's so easy to store and it's easy to travel with. It's just nice and simple and minimal. So obviously the foundation has a matte finish to it, but it is recommended to use with the hydrating primer that they have. And actually this is the primer that I use on a daily basis. I love it. I have dry combo skin, so there's definitely areas on my face where I notice there's a little bit more dryness. So I feel like this definitely helps my skin overall look a little bit more hydrated. So I'm gonna go ahead and prime my face with that first. I don't have any face makeup on right now, and this primer actually smells really good too. Now I'm also taking their smoothing primer, and I'm going to use this around my nose, just in the areas where I feel like it needs a little help to cover up those pores. And they did say when you're using a smoothing primer, you're only really supposed to use like a grain of rice sized amount, which I have on my finger, and you're going to push the product into the skin. You just kind of wipe the excess product away. And you really only use the smoothing primer in the areas that you need it. You don't have to slather it on all over your face. Okay, have you guys zoomed in so you can see the application of the foundation on my face? I'm actually just going to squeeze a little bit on my finger and dot it. And I'll do this side first and compare it to the other side. And I'm just going to blend it with my damp beauty blender. This formula is made so that you can wear it really sheer or build it up to a very full coverage finish. I feel like it's evened out my skin tone, but I could definitely use a little bit more coverage. So I'm going to add a little bit more. Again, I'm just dotting it on, but right off the bat, it's definitely really lightweight. And I don't know if you guys can tell on camera really well, but I feel like in my mirror, I can tell that it's definitely mattified this side of my face. Here's 2 layers of the foundation on this side of my skin compared to my bare face. And you can see it's covered up the redness around my nose, around my eyes, and it's evened out my skin tone really well. I feel like I'm really happy with this coverage so far. I probably don't need any more. It's definitely buildable, and it feels really, really light and comfortable on my skin. It doesn't even feel very tacky, even though I just applied it. I am gonna do 1 more layer on this side just to see how much it can build up. Alright, so here is 3 layers now on this side of my skin compared to my bare skin. And you can see the shine on this side of my skin compared to this side. So it does give you a matte finish, but it still looks like your skin. It's not like completely flat. I'm gonna go ahead and apply it to this side of my face, and I'll speed this part up. Alright, here is the foundation all over my face now. I did 3 layers. I feel like the coverage is really, really good. This is probably a little heavier than what I would normally do on a daily basis, but just to show you guys how well it builds up. And like I said before, it doesn't really take much time for the foundation to quote unquote set on your skin. It doesn't feel tacky or sticky at all. It's very, very lightweight and super comfortable. I am gonna do a wear test with this, and I'll check in throughout different times of the day, and we'll see how it looks at the end of the video. So now I'm gonna do the rest of my makeup to see how it applies with this foundation. So here's the finished makeup look. I feel like the makeup that I put on top of the foundation went on perfectly, and the foundation held up. It's not looking patchy. It didn't move or anything like that. Final step, I am going to set the makeup with the Mist and Fix setting spray. Sorry for the lighting, it keeps changing on me, but I am using natural lighting in front of a window, so the clouds keep moving in and out and it keeps getting light and dark. But anyway, so far I am really happy with the look of this foundation. I did put on highlight, so if you're seeing a glow, that's what it's from, but otherwise I feel like my skin looks really nice and matte. And the only area that I did set was just underneath the eyes where I put concealer. I didn't put it around my forehead or anything. So we're gonna see how the foundation looks throughout the day. Right now it's 12:45. I have some errands to run. I'm gonna get some lunch and I will check back in a few hours. Hey guys, I'm back and it's gotten a little bit darker out. It's 4 p.m. right now and I wanted to do a quick check-in. So I went and ran some errands and I had some lunch and I actually changed my top because I'm filming another video and I didn't want to wear the same top in it. But I wanted to talk about the foundation. I think so far the foundation still looks pretty much the same. It still has the same finish to it. The only area that I'm noticing a little bit of fading is actually around my nose because my allergies are really bad right now. And throughout the day today I've been rubbing at my nose. So I can tell on the sides of my nostrils that the foundation has faded a little bit. I don't think anyone can really see it from a distance. There is also a little bit of dryness right around my nose as well, just from blowing my nose and rubbing my nose. So the skin is really dry and kind of flaky. It's not the foundation, it's actually just my skin. But looking at the foundation really up close, I feel like it still looks really nice. And the one place that I usually notice a little bit of creasing throughout the day is right here. I tend to make a lot of facial expressions and you'll see these like lines kind of come through right in between my eyes, and I can see it just a little bit. It's very faint and usually it's a lot more noticeable. When I see those creases, I like pat them out with my finger or I kind of touch up my foundation with a beauty blender, but I haven't done so far and I feel like it still looks really good. So I'm going to continue to keep an eye on the foundation. I'll do another check-in at the end of the night. I still have to walk my dog, make dinner, and finish filming and editing another video, so I will check back in later on. Okay guys, it is now 10 p.m. and I've had the foundation on since I think around 1 o'clock. So give or take 9 hours, and I've had a pretty long night, so I'm ready to jump in the shower, wash all of my makeup off. So I wanted to share my final thoughts with you guys. Obviously it is nighttime and I do have some more lights out now just because I thought it was really dark and the lighting was really annoying me earlier. I should have probably used the lights from the beginning. But if things look a little bit different, it's because it is a little extra bright, but I will bring you guys in closer so you get a better look. I will say from a distance, the foundation looks really good. The makeup on top of it still looks really nice, especially looking at the viewfinder. I feel like the makeup looks pretty good. I also think overall the finish of the foundation has stayed pretty much the same, but I am noticing a little bit of shine coming through in the middle of my forehead. That's where I typically get shiny. And remember, I did not set my forehead because I wanted to see how matte this foundation would stay throughout the day. I think it stayed decently matte. Like, I don't think I look like a grease ball or anything because I've definitely looked a lot more shiny than this, but you can see a little bit of shine there. Even up close, I feel like it still looks pretty good. Like I mentioned earlier, I usually get creasing right here on my nose, and you can see there's a little tiny bit of that showing up right here. It's very faint, and I'd say that is actually pretty good for 9 hours of wear because I usually notice that after a few hours. The only area that I am noticing a lot of fading, and I can see up close and even from far away, is like the tip of my nose. And I did point out that I have really bad allergies. I'm constantly rubbing and touching my nose, so I can definitely see the foundation has faded around my nose right here, and you can actually see there's a little bit of redness kind of peeking through, but really that's the only spot on my face that I've noticed any changing or fading from the foundation, because I think everywhere else still looks really good. Coverage has remained the same. So overall, I am really impressed with how the foundation wore throughout the day. I know it's supposed to be a 24-hour foundation, but I'm not about to wear this for 24 hours. I feel like 8 hours is about average for me. So this being 9 hours of wear, I think it looks really good. And I'll definitely try setting it with a powder to see if it will prolong the matte finish of it, because like I said, I don't think I look like a grease ball, but there is a little bit of shine on my forehead. forehead, and of course all the other areas of my face that I didn't constantly touch, like my nose. I think the foundation held up really well. And I do really like the coverage of this. I think it's very buildable, but it doesn't feel heavy at all. I think a lot of times the problem with full coverage matte finish foundations is that they end up looking really heavy and cakey, but I did not get this from this foundation, which is why I really like it. I'm actually considering wearing this for my cousin's wedding day coming up. I'm the maid of honor and I need something to really hold up throughout the entire day. But those are my final thoughts. I hope you guys enjoyed and found this review helpful. Let me know in the comments what other questions you have or your thoughts on the foundation.